Hi, Simply Moms lovers. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, we're here to empower women, empower mothers, empower families. And today, we're going to talk about how to involve older siblings when a new baby arrives. Aha, that's a big one. As the baby arrives, the your world is going to expand, but their world is going to shrink. And what do I mean by this? What I mean is that they're going to feel like there is some interruption that's happened in their lives. And I have a few tips that I can give you to use so that they don't feel like that. Okay? The first tip is going to be involve them earlier on. So as soon as you know that you're pregnant, of course you don't have to tell them immediately, but when you and your husband decide that is the right time, okay, it could be after the 12 weeks or anywhere around there. Let them know what's going to happen so that when they see the changes happening in the mom, they should be aware that a new person is coming. It can be quite exciting to tell them the good news depending how old these kids are in age. Um, yeah, so tell them, involve them earlier on, uh, the whole process, if there is any baby showers or any gender reveals, let them get involved. We did involve ours throughout the whole process, and they really felt excited throughout um, the whole process. So yeah, so involve them earlier on. It helps them to know what's coming and be able to answer their questions, because they'll ask lots of questions. Was I like this? Mommy, your belly's too big. Was your belly as big as this when you had me? They'll have lots of questions. So feel free to answer all the questions and put them at ease. Okay. And also when you're planning for the baby's arrival, if you're buying clothes for the kids, get them involved. For the baby or babies, get them involved, so they know, is it a boy, is it a girl? That is if you're finding out. And then they'll get them involved in picking the names. We involved ours in making sure that we pick the name, that we all agree on the name together and things like that. They'll feel so involved. Yeah, so that will really help them. And then the second tip could be, give them the big helper role. Kids love to help out, so don't try to stop them from doing anything. They're going to want to help out. It could be something like, can you please pass me those wipes? Can you please pass me that pamper? It depends on how old the older baby is. So if it's a baby who's just like 2 years old and now you have another baby, so that's a different case altogether. That baby will probably not know how to do most things, but they will just want to be to be involved. Just involve them. Okay, give them a responsibility. So you're now the big sister or you're the big brother. A big brother will bring the wipes. So if they feel like that's their job, they'll take it on really well. And if it's older kids like mine who are like teenagers, they'll take on different roles, and they're very happy to do the roles that they are given. And the third hit the third point that you can your one-to-one time. So make sure that you get time to talk to them as well outside of having the baby. So that is when the baby's here. Get time as well to speak with them. For me or for us, we like go on walks with them, kind of force them to get out of the house. As they're teenagers don't want to leave the house, so you go out together on the walk with them as well, or get time and talk with them separately away from the baby sometimes, because then that emphasizes the point that their time has not been taken away from them. You still have time for them. They're also still priority. It's not only the baby who's the priority. Okay, that is very important. They all still want to still be seen and wanted or cared for. Okay, so don't get lost in just being with the baby alone. Make sure you get time with them. Celebrate their feelings. So sometimes they might be frustrated about maybe the baby's crying too much or whatever it might be. Validate their feelings. Let them know that they are seen and that their feelings are valid. Speak with them, reassure them when they need the reassurance, and that builds connection. Remember that you're not just building connection, you're building lifelong relationships. These siblings are going to have a relationship, and it matters how you handle this as a parent at this age. Yeah, so make sure that the the older siblings are included, that they are seen, and they feel valued as well. That would get a long way. All right, that's all from us for now. And if you feel like you've benefited from this video, feel free to share, to like, to comment, and let us know your feelings or what you think. Thank you for always coming back to Simply Moms. We really appreciate you. For now, ciao. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.